My bad. I had to. Really. It keeps zooming in way too much or too far. Sorry. Okay, that's ridiculous. Come on now. Tired. I had to do my hair. Retwist my hair. I guess that's as good as I'm gonna get it. I hate breaking stuff up because it never. Can't find my tripod, so I'm dealing with this stuff set up all crazy. Okay, so let's get back to what we were doing. We're gonna finish working on Miss Latoya Okeia's shirt. Her seminars tomorrow. I ain't even got hardly no time to sleep, so I really only got 1 more hour to work on this, and that's about it. So let's go back to the video we were watching. We were listening to Miss Ashley from Diamond Royal Ministries. Let's get that back on. I don't know how I ended up watching this Ray J. Like literally, I'm not even into that type of stuff. But his, it was kind of good on Club Shay Shay, his interview. But I'm usually not even to mainstream stuff at all. I stick to my chosen ones content or anything that deals with criminal justice reform. Y'all know I'm on that. But we were listening to this one. I gotta laugh. And I gotta, I'm into. And what God was revealing to me about y'all enemies. All right, let's get it. Oh my goodness. Like, what God has been revealing to me about y'all enemies, it's like they don't get it. They just don't get it. God saw what they did. And God is handling them. And if he hasn't yet, it's starting. It's at the peak of it right now. That's the Latoya Okeia. That's just what I'm getting spiritual. Picture I'm using. God is going to handle the wicked. He's going to handle the wicked. These people came against y'all for so long, y'all enemies. They didn't even know that them trying to set you up was their setup in front of God. They set themselves up trying to set you up. I'm having visions. I've been getting visions for the last 6 months regarding enemies. They all walking around looking for y'all, literally looking like zombies. Walking around, letting demons use them to see what they can do to mess up and do things to your life. Some of you guys, God is saying, has lost a lot because of y'all enemies and y'all wicked, toxic people. Whoever the enemy is in your life, it doesn't matter who it is, it could be anyone. They came against y'all so much that you lost a lot of things. Some of you guys lost houses, some of you guys lost cars, some of you guys lost finances. You lost a lot dealing with these karmic enemies. And God's saying he saw what they did to you. Little do you know about the whole situation. They mocked y'all. They were laughing. You were literally a humiliation. They made you the humiliation ridicule, or made you the humiliation ritual back, and you didn't even know it. God said your enemies are under judgment for a lot of that stuff. Some of these people that went against y'all when y'all was children growing up, that karma is still on these people 20 years later. God is saying that. Not that one. I watched several of hers.
Zillow helped me land this Airbnb listing
tonight. This is the one we were listening to.
How to create best-selling print-on-demand t-shirt designs in minutes. If you're an experienced graphic designer, you're probably
blood relatives too. And I don't care who it is. This is why we gotta move with wisdom. You really can't trust no one. I don't trust no one but the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit gives me a download about somebody, I do not ignore it. But that's my walk with the Holy Spirit. But I've been walking with the Holy Spirit for a while now. So now my relationship has gotten stronger in the Holy Spirit. There's times I have ignored the Holy Spirit, y'all, and did something when the Holy Spirit said, Ashley, do not deal with it.
That's my Wi-Fi going in and out.
Individual. Ashley, do not sleep with that man. Ashley, don't do that. Oh, that's just my thought. No, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. If that person all right, that person wouldn't do that to me. This is how we deceive ourselves. They wouldn't do that. They would. They would.
Well, it really won't play.
They would. I don't.
This is crazy.
Because you knew them for 25, 30, 40, 50 years. They will do it. If they're not led by the Holy Spirit, if they want what they want, whatever issue or part of life they got going on, they will do you in. And if you end up in your grave or behind bars or up in jail somewhere in handcuffs because of this person being deceptive towards you, they're going to go about their merry way and forget about you. And they really don't forget about you if you're 6 feet deep. Am I lying here? Oh yeah, this is not going to be an easy message in the morning. This is why I don't trust people. Give them the right opportunity. They're going to do you in. I don't care how much they said they love you or if they don't say they love you. I don't care how much they told you they're your friend, they're your family, they smile up in your face being fake. They're going to do you in if you're not moving with wisdom. And ask the Holy Spirit, what is that person's intentions for my life? I don't care if it's your mother or your father. People are going to be people. Most people are selfish. Most people are only looking out for themselves in this world, especially this generation. They're not looking out for you and your best interests. They're looking out for themselves and what they got going on. I've already been there and done that. That's why I say most of the time, tell people, I don't care how y'all feel about me. Certain jobs and careers. I don't care how y'all feel about me. You can fire me. We're going to get into the jobs. We're going to get into people. So we're going to get into everything in this video. We got to move with wisdom. If you're not moving with wisdom, you can be in a situation that's detrimental to your health, your life, your mind, your finances. The finances, that's the least of the worries, but that's part of the problem too. Dealing with people. This is why we got to move with wisdom. Okay? So I'm going to cover an example that when this person, I don't know if she's on this video right now, but I really thank her for just taking the time to come forward and put the comment in my chat or on the comment section under a video. I can't remember what video it was, but it was a recent video. But I really heard this woman cry, y'all. I heard her cry. And I understood where she comes from or where she came from. I've never been in this type of situation, but I understand. This woman, whoever was on my comment section, because I look at y'all comments a lot. This is how we grow as a people. This is part of the ministry. It's not about me. It's about us as a whole. We're a family as a collective. So we can heal from the things we go through. Heal from it. This woman shared with me. She says that her husband is doing life pretty much in prison and can't get out.
40 years.
Because one day he was out with a cousin. I believe her words went like this. He went out with a cousin one day. I don't know what they were doing. I think the car got raided. The cops came. Her husband is doing life, y'all, in prison.
So she got the gist of the story, but it's a little bit different. So they weren't hanging out together. My husband was walking, and his cousin drove by and asked him if he wanted a ride home, like up the block. So he jumped in the car and said, sure, I'll take a ride with you, you know, to get home because we're in Florida and it's hot. So as soon as he pulled over, his cousin pulled over to pick him up, he picked him up so close to the stop sign that he actually rolled the stop sign. And by this being kind of like the downtown area of Orlando, kind of hood-like, you know, it was always being monitored by officers and stuff. They seen the car roll the stop sign. So the officer got behind the car trying to just pull the car over. Rather than his cousin pulling the car over, his cousin floors it and leads the cops on a 5-minute high-speed chase through the neighborhood. His cousin comes around the corner with the cops behind him, went to a dead-end cul-de-sac, jumped out the car and ran, leaving his passengers and my husband in the car, his cousin in the car, and my husband was taken to prison, basically, and accused of robbing his 2 passengers. That's what happened. Everybody was let go except for my husband. Everybody went their own way. Even the cousin that was driving the car on a high-speed chase and jumped out and ran, he even was let go. The only person that went to jail out of this whole thing, and it's been 22 years, is my husband.
The cops came. Her husband is doing life, y'all, in prison. And a cousin that got him caught up in the drama is out living his life, doing what he wanted to do. Now, how many times I got to tell you about blood relatives? How many times do I got to say that?
She got the gist of it.
Now, had her husband, I want to hear y'all about this in the comment section. I want to hear y'all opinions. If her husband moved with wisdom that night, do y'all think he will be in prison today?
No.
Do y'all possibly think he got a nudging from the Holy Spirit telling him not to go?
I answered those questions. She said, if he moved with wisdom, would he be in prison today? Probably not. Because with wisdom, with age comes wisdom, basically, and he was 19. 19-year-olds do some of everything, not paying attention to who they get in the car with, not paying attention to what anybody's doing around you. If anybody's doing something wrong around you, you can and very easily could be caught up in it, right? So when you're younger, you're not paying attention to the company you keep, thinking that, you know, adults around you are overreacting and stuff like that. So, of course, if he moved with wisdom, most likely he would not be in prison today. But he was so young, I don't know. With wisdom comes age. So I think by his age, being 19, not really being wise, you know. And then her second thing was, do you think the Holy Spirit gave him a warning? And yes, the Holy Spirit did. The warning came, I don't know if the Holy Spirit gave him to his face a warning, but I know he gave me one. And that night, I just kept asking him, please stay at your grandmother's house. Just stay at your grandmother's house. It was something that didn't feel right about him going down to it was a female cousin's house, because Marcello lived pillow to post when he came here to Orlando from South Carolina. He had no stability in his household. He was 17 when he moved here. He said nobody put him in school, so he basically wasn't in school. He just was around, living from aunt to aunt and from his grandmother's house to, here or there. And he said he basically was supposed to go to Washington. He was supposed to go live with another aunt in Washington. But then he met me. And we fell in love, had our baby and this and that. So he decided to stay here. But I had the worst feeling. I was like, no, he needs to stay with his grandmama. And he wasn't mobile. He was 19. He rode a bike. He wanted to go down. He didn't really want to always be at his grandmother's house because, she's older and nothing's really happening around her house and stuff like that. So he would rather go hang out at his younger cousins' houses and stuff. Well, they were younger than the family, right? But they're older than him, so they were his older cousins. So he would rather go down there. And I was like, please just stay at your grandmother's house tonight. And I felt so bad about it, so adamant about it, that I was like, I'm not dropping you off down there. You want to get down there, then you have to find your own way down there. So I dropped him off with his bike at the bus stop, the Greyhound bus stop. And he rode his bike a while to get to his cousin's house. Now, had he not went to his cousin's house that night, had I not even dropped him off at the bus stop, he may not have even made it there for any of this to happen. So yes, Holy Spirit definitely gave me the warning, and basically through me, I gave him the warning, but we didn't heed the warning. And that's what she's saying, did he have a warning? So yes, he did. It wasn't loud, it was a nudging, but that's what you gotta listen to.
Telling him not to go with that cousin.
Yeah.
Do y'all believe the cousin probably already showed him certain signs that he shouldn't fool with that relative?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the situation because the guy probably is a good guy. But for the cousin to be out still doing crimes and doing stuff that he ain't got no business doing in other states. And this dude is doing life in prison and left behind his wife and family. Ashley Farrell, you said it was a setup. So do you think he was set up by his own cousin? Because we gotta understand family ain't what it is. Just because you share blood with your family, that don't mean they gonna do right by you. You can do time in your prison because of a relative, and they gonna go about their life and glad it ain't them doing it. When you go to that prison house, you are by yourself. You ain't getting no phone calls for people checking up on you. You by yourself.
People forget about you with the quickness.
So is it better to move with the Holy Spirit or be out here doing what you want to do
Move with the
for
Holy
the sake
Spirit.
of a cousin, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whoever? If God didn't tell you to do something, you got to be mindful to not do it.
And I just covered
Finding the
that
perfect home at a
story.
good price right now is like finding a needle in the haystack. Because after
And I just covered that story. So now I cover wrongful conviction stories. And there's a story of a lady, Miss Michelle Morrison, that basically did 13 years in prison because she was accused of murking someone. And what happened, she got in the car with her friend. Oh no, I got paint on my shirt. I gotta wash this out before it don't come out. Because I actually wear this t-shirt all the time. But yeah, she rode with someone, she was a young girl at the time, and they were saying they needed to go get some money that somebody owed them. Someone owed them some money. So did she want to ride with them? They went, she stayed in the car. The girl rode with I believe it was a guy, rode with him, and he went to the door to basically like collect the debt. I hope this come out my shirt. This is not permanent, but once it dries, it is permanent. It's not permanent while it's wet, so I hope it do come out my shirt. But he went to the door and basically outed the person that he was collecting the debt from. And she never even got out the car. But she went to prison for 13 years. She was given life for murking this person. Even though the person that asked her to ride was the one that outed the person, she got blamed for it. Now, I don't know if both of them went to prison. Most likely that person as well went. And then she probably just got some time as well for being there. But she had life because you took a ride with the wrong person. Her name is Michelle Morrison. I did do a video reviewing her story. That's the latest wrongful conviction story that I reviewed once I finish this. Not today at all. I gotta go sleep, get ready for the divine ones. But I'll link it in the description box. But yes, you gotta watch the people around you. You may not be, parents always told us this. It don't mean you have to be up to no good. But if somebody else around you's up to no good, you can go down right along with them. Okay, so let me go back to this. I ain't got but about 30 more minutes, possibly.
That
I'm not gonna get
man
no
was in
sleep.
the house with his family, with his wife. Do y'all think he will be in prison today?
No.
Sad situation, sad story. But I'm just going by the comment section.
And we was 19 years old, so we were trying to get our own place and move together and stuff like that, but it just wasn't working like that. So I was still with my family, and he was living from pillar to post, basically cousin house, aunt house, grandmother house. So we were trying to get our own, but before we could even get up on our feet, he was gone. He was gone. Yep. So yeah, if he was at home, most likely he wouldn't be,
Starting this video, because I was supposed to do this video for a while. But that's one scenario. Okay? That's one story. We cannot control what other people do.
Yeah.
But we can ask God, through the power of the Holy Spirit, should I do this? Should I loan this person something? Should I go out with this individual tonight? Y'all don't think the Holy Spirit will talk to y'all and give y'all warnings on what not to do? He gives me plenty of them.
Mm-hmm. Do we pay
Plenty of them.
attention though? That's the thing.
I was in Houston. This is before I moved to Florida.
I'm about done with our hair.
I had 2 situations that came up on me. No, I had 3. But I'm going to start with the ratchet friends from my hometown that almost got me set up into some drama. If I had not moved with wisdom, I don't think I'll be here talking to y'all today. Because I probably would have been in jail, or I probably wouldn't even got my college degree that year. And this is why I'm careful about opening my mouth about the blessings that God gives me. You got to be careful. Do not tell everybody your blessings. I don't care if it's social media. I don't care if it's Facebook. Everybody ain't happy for you. No, they're not. T. Pittman, you said Florida is very wicked. Well, where I'm at, I like it.
No, she's for real. I'm in Orlando, Florida. Florida is wicked, boy. Florida, we had this saying back in the day, come to Florida on vacation, leave Florida on probation. Yes, Florida is known for locking you up and throwing away the key. for rightful convictions and wrongful convictions. Now, don't get me wrong, it's fun here sometimes, it's hot. So it's some things to do, but you gotta have some money to do it. But yeah, but they also their criminal justice. That's what I'm fighting for them to reform the justice system here, because Florida is way behind other states, and they really just don't want to do anything when it comes to prison reform.
So I don't know what part of Florida you're talking about, but it's wicked everywhere. It ain't just Florida.
Yeah.
You got spiritual warfare everywhere. I don't care where you at on this earth right now. It could be Florida, it could be Texas, it could be Illinois, it could be California. There's wickedness everywhere. It ain't just Florida. Yes, there is. Maybe Florida get promoted more through social media about Florida being ratchet. But this mess is going on everywhere. Especially in the United States. This place is ran by the devil. The reason why
that part.
Listen, people let the devil use them. Nobody knows the Holy Spirit to live righteous and holy. Nobody knows that. So if it's wicked here in Florida, imagine everywhere else across the United States.
Let's get to the eyes.
People are wicked. Yes, they are. This is the reason why I'm on this live. This is why I stay to myself. I don't deal with many people. I don't have no friends. I don't want a friend.
I don't have
I
friends
don't
either.
want relatives around me.
I barely got
I'm sick of
family.
everyone. And when I tell you my peace is coming back like never before, because I got the Holy Spirit. God said, if everybody forsake you, I am with you. Come out of the world. It's the reason why God says when he give you his Holy Spirit to come out of this world, because he knows it's dark. The world is ran with dark energy. This is why we have to have prayer warriors that pray constantly. Every watch hour of the night, we have to pray without ceasing. We don't know what the next person is going through. We don't know their situation.
Monday, the dot-com bust, 9/11, and now 2 wars.
You
We pretty
do
much
know
seen
they
it
got
all.
them
Acting
ass,
as
boy.
Know their situation. We don't know if a person get kidnapped right next door from you in the wee hours of the night and their family can't even find them because they were kidnapped. That's the type of evilness going on in this earth. So we must move with wisdom. I don't care if it's love relationships. Sade Robinson. If that girl moved with wisdom,
That's a sad story.
will she still be here today? Because when I looked at that demon that took her out and did that devastating thing to poor Sade Robinson, I said that dude looked like a demon. What was Sade thinking? You can see it in the eyes. The eyes is the window to the soul. You can see demons working through these people. The Holy Spirit is revealing stuff like never before. So we have to be aware, just because you're nice and a good person, that don't mean that an evil person not going to plot to take your very life. That's not the times we're living in. Oh, because you're a good person, you think nothing's going to happen to you? That's the furthest thing from the truth. It's going to happen to
the
more
good people.
because you are the light in this dark world. So these demons can see our light. So they're coming after you. They're coming. They're going to come. But you got to put the devil in their place. But let me get back to what happened to me on why we always got to move with wisdom. I just covered to y'all about the woman that's husband doing time in prison. Sad situation. I don't know if the man will ever get out. I don't even know if the cousin.
Yeah, so he got about 12 to 14 more years. I have been trying my hardest from day one in 2002 when it happened to break his story, and I have not been successful. So at this point in time, I'm making amends with it. I have, I started a campaign fighting for him. So, I mean, it's something, but in my heart, I'm making amends with it, and he got about 12 to 14 more years. We did raise our daughter together through prison visits all over Florida. Yep. And he will not be home until our now 2-year-old granddaughter is almost 17.
I don't know if that cousin cared that he did that to his own cousin.
I don't know.
People don't care. People do not care.
When it comes to the law, it's you.
That's the sad part about this world.
They'll throw you under the bus.
They don't care enough about the next man.
Hi, Latoya.
I went to my hometown in 2000. When did my cousin commit suicide? Rest in peace to my cousin who committed suicide. No longer with us. I think it was 2019. This cousin's birthday is in the same birthday month as mine, January 6th. He reminded me a lot of my brother.
I gotta come in and paint that with the skin color. That's why I'm leaving it. Because I kind of came in too far.
Their birthdays literally a month apart from each other. He reminds me a lot of my brother, this cousin. The way they look, the way they shape, just everything. But you would think that people, I don't know, you would think that people would have some type of heart for you when you go through stuff like this. And I never looked at people quite the same again, especially after this situation. Mind you, I have not been in my hometown, y'all, in 16 years when it happened. I have not lived there. I have not entertained anybody. It's a he, Chris. The cousin was a he. It wasn't a female, it was a he. You would think that people would have a heart for you. And you're telling them, my cousin just committed suicide. I'm talking about friends that called themselves your friends back in high school and grade school. You would think people would have a heart for you, right? No, but that wasn't the agenda. No, these ratchet, that wasn't the agenda. And they cannot blame me for anything. They cannot say I was the problem in the situation because I ain't been there. I said I went to Facebook and I said I'm on my way to Illinois because I'm trying to figure out why my cousin committed suicide. What is really going on? What is going on? Why did he do this? Why did he go to Facebook and do it and all type of drama? And these females knew about the situation. They probably even knew my cousin because I come from a small city where everybody know everybody. Everybody know everybody where I come from. So they knew. They knew. I get up there. Friend like come to my grandma's house smiling, hugging me. And I'm telling y'all, my grandma must have got a rude feeling, a weird feeling about this particular friend. And she knew this friend of mine. My grandma even said that she might have been my cousin because she got a relative that's related to her that my grandma knew about. My grandmother came outside and she goes, Ashley, where are you about to go? Let me talk to your friend real fast. And I didn't understand why my grandma was doing this, y'all. I was like, Grandma, why are you tripping? We just going to another friend's house that wanted me to come and see her, or somebody I knew from grade school. Well, what's the problem? Why are you? I didn't understand why my grandma was acting like that. I did not understand, y'all, until after I went through the situation. She looked at this supposed friend of mine and said, where are y'all going? What y'all about to do? And a friend told her, and she just looked at my grandma. Probably already knew that she was going to set me up, but she played the role like she was innocent. Like she wasn't about to do nothing. We go to this other supposed friend of mine that I have not even talked to since 7th and 8th grade of grade school, y'all. This is how I know that it was something that I kind of got the feeling, but I wasn't sure. Because I didn't think people was this ratchet. But I had to understand I was in my hometown. So I can't forget that it always been ratchet like that. I just ain't been there in a long time. I get to this supposed associate or friend house that knew me back in the day. I said, I'm gonna go on live on Facebook. I don't know. I said I was gonna do something like that. I'm already upset because I'm up here and I'm a little devastated in my spirit because my cousin committed suicide. But while I'm up here, let me go see some people and just be my jolly old self. As soon as I get to her apartment, I get on live video. She started cussing out a female on my live video. You trying to steal my man. Woo, 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 on my live, y'all. Now it makes it look like I'm setting it up, and I didn't even know what was going on. Literally don't know what's going on. I ain't been in my hometown. Don't know the drama these females got with they quote-unquote niggas. Female and her started going back and forth right through social media on my live. While I'm up there for my cousin's funeral. That's how that crap started. The other person on the other end goes, I'm about to come and pull up. I'ma pull up. Just being ratchet and wild, these females. And I'm in the middle of the drama. Not knowing what's going on. I was the naive one in the situation. They set that up on purpose. They set it up. And the third friend that took me to the girl's house knew the drama she probably was going to be on. That's her cousin. They're cousins. Think I got an apology from these ratchet ass females? No, they made me a problem, though. They made me a problem. The girl said she wants to come to my grandma's house to, I guess, check me about the matter or figure out why the other girl popped off on her through Facebook. But what I think they did was they set it up. They probably was already friends on social media. They set that up for me to get set up. Mind you, I would graduate college in 8 months. I put on Facebook, I'm about to graduate college. So they got hold of that too. The demons are always lurking. Corey Johnson, you said black women are nothing but loud drama queens. I hate to say it, but most of them are. And black men too. Black men too. I'm not doing black men. I got some stories about that too.
I need some more.
Give me a moment.
I need my brown.
I'm not gonna say all black women, y'all. We gotta be careful what you say. Are you saying that all black women are loud drama queens? Because I'm not a drama queen. I can get loud when I'm watching, but that's not my nature. But do I have a mama that was like that? Yeah. Did I grow up around females like that? Oh, hell yeah. Do I deal with these people today? Hell no. So I can't say it's all of us. But we can't be guilty by association. Okay? That's for black men and black women. You can be guilty by association who you're running with. That's why you gotta be careful and move with wisdom on who to deal with. So the girl said she was gonna come out there. Now, three things I thought about could have happened to me when I really processed the situation after I went back to Texas. What if that girl did come out to that girl's apartment? Because I asked the other girl, do she know where you stay at? She said, yeah, she know where I stay at. She effing with my baby daddy. She effing with my baby daddy. She effing with, you know how ratchet these hoes can get. Yeah, they hoes. I said, oh my freaking God. I know I'm not about to be caught up in something. I graduated in 8 months. I already don't get along with my blood relatives. I'm up here because my cousin committed suicide. And I'm about to get caught up because these ratchet assholes do not give a damn about me. So I had to move with wisdom, y'all. I tried to diffuse the situation. I wanted to know what was going on, and I tried to diffuse it. I tried to diffuse the situation. Almost didn't make it out. I didn't know if the female was going to come and jump me, fight me, do whatever. If she wasn't gonna do that, with the cops being called out there to that girl's apartment, where we all had went to jail, will I be in jail? And then my family wonder, okay, Ashley came up here, but now she in some drama, now she in jail, what happened? And the way my family acted with me, they probably would believe the lie. They would have believed the lie that I'm up there with drama, and I was just up there trying to go support, see what's going on while my cousin did this to himself. This was 2020, actually. It actually was the beginning of 2020, right before the pandemic, all this went down. I went back home after about 3-4 days after that. I said, and one of them, that female that took me to the house decided to call me and say, she tried to call me and be fake, basically, about the situation. After the other chick came to my grandma's house trying to check me and trying to figure out what happened. And then, but she told me, see, Ashley, I know you from high school, but how do you know Amanda? You know Amanda? This is what the girl name was. You know her? I said, I knew her from grade school. They didn't even know I knew both of them. But it's a small city. Everybody know everybody. And she goes, even though she was mad, she goes, I knew you from high school, and I know you ain't on that type of drama. Okay, so why are you here at my grandma's house trying to check me if you know I'm not about that drama? And you know I ain't been up here. Well, you already know I ain't been here. So what's the problem? Over this dusty ass nigga. And he was dusty because the girl did show a picture of her nigga later down the line on Facebook. And I just said, You mean to tell me I almost got caught up in the middle of y'all people?
Okay, so this definitely, to me, is not my best work. I'm rushing. I am rushing, but it's gonna fit the purpose. It will fit the purpose. So I'm gonna just do a little cleaning up on the side of the face right there, a little bit more work to the eyes, and at this point, I am done for now. All right, guys, I gotta get some sleep because I gotta get on the road for the Divine Ones conference tomorrow. I'm so excited. All right, guys. It's your girl Cadillac.